So what we can see, it's a jazz club, I see. And we have minifigures, what they are.
Yeah, so from left to right there you have the tailor, who has been working on the dress for our lead jazz singer. Next to the tailor is the bassist. He's got a new bass element and a brick-built bass case. We have the drummer. We have the magician, who is the late-night follow-up act to the jazz band. We have our lead singer and saxophonist. We have the pizza delivery boy, or the pizza delivery guy, the pizza chef, and then the club manager there at the end.
And I think the pizza piece is new.
The pizza piece is new. So you actually get 4 of those in the set, so you can serve by the slice or sell the whole pie if you like.
And you told before that was a big discussion what kind of pizza you want to take. And there was also a Pizza Hawaii. What would be, I think, a reason for Italian people not to buy this set was on the list also.
We definitely had a question about that. And I guess the better argument was that if we were going to only have one printed pizza element in the assortment, which I think will be the case, let's do something that can be universal for everyone. And used across different lines, and a pizza that was a little too specific to any taste was not as good as just having something that you'll find in every pizzeria. Yeah.
So we have here also. He's wearing. Oh, that's cool. It's not a guitar. It's a contrabass. No, what's it called?
Yeah, it's a string bass. I believe that's the accurate name for the instrument, and a brick-built case. Oh. And that there's a little point inside the jazz club on the bottom floor where you can attach that case to the wall so you can store it so he doesn't have to wear it while he's playing.
So what we see outside, are there stickers in this set?
There are no stickers, and for those of you wondering at home, we hopefully always and forever will be doing only prints.
Okay, but
in Modulars.
It's prototype, so oh no, it's printed.
I think you are looking at test prints right here.
Sorry. So okay, that's nice. No stickers. I think that's a lot of people like to hear. So also one question of my community was they wanted this 2 building experience, and I see you have it. Have a big one and a small one.
Yeah.
What we have on the left side from here to see is Jazz Club. What's on the right side?
So on the bottom floor we have the pizza restaurant, which connects to the club. I'll show you in the interior in a bit. And then upstairs is where the tailor works. And on the very top we have the greenhouse, growing some vegetables for the pizza and also a little food for our magician's rabbit.
Okay, so and here's the Jazz Club. I think it's more typical front side. I think it's not. But the special thing is perhaps this corner.
Yeah, it was quite a fun little. Well, I guess a little bit significant detail to give some novelty to the entrance of the building, and working out how to build that in a nice way was quite fun.
And we have a little animal on the roof.
A little squirrel there. You might recognize the colors of those leaves tying into the bookshop tree. So perhaps it gathered those leaves from that tree. And I like to think that the squirrel is also a pizza lover. So it might be trying to sneak downstairs and nab a pizza from one of the customers.
So can we look inside?
Sure. I'm going to go from top to bottom.
So you can open this and can also look from upside.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's an elevator, or
just a ladder in there.
Okay.
Connect down, and then on the top floor here we have the dressing room with a makeup table or makeup desk, couch, a music stand to practice at, and a lovely piece of art there. And then the stairs lead to the staircase in the middle, and on the other side is the door to the greenhouse.
So here, okay. I have to go around. Okay, there's this. The ladder, and what's that? That's colorful.
Yeah, we have some stained glass windows on the left and right columns here, which I think is unusual for Modular.
Yeah, it's nice, very nice. I think it would be so nice to have sometime from Lego. It's, I think not your part, but have a lightning. More better lighting possibility, but perhaps sometimes.
I think you're the second person to mention that to me today, so that's very interesting.
Perhaps not the last one. But this is would be so nice for these windows are when you have light. It would be so nice. But okay, so next is
all right. So we're going to go down one more floor, and here in the main building we have the manager's office with a brick-built desk. That's an interesting little bit of snot work going on in there. A couple chairs, and then this record player or phonograph. And then they have...
this is a new...
That's a new decoration, and I'm not sure if we're the first to debut it, but it's a new decoration that's coming.
Okay.
And then, of course, they have this balcony to look down onto the stage, or listen into the stage if a rehearsal is happening or they want to hear the show. And then on the other side is the tailors.
Yes, only that's the.
Yep. And there's the stairs, with the
little carpet. Okay.
Yeah. And that leads on the other side here to the tailor's office, where they have some fabric on rolls there.
I think that's also new.
This is a relatively new Technic element. I'm not sure if this is the first place you'll see it, but it is new for us. And then, it might be a little hard for you to see, but there's the sewing table in there, the vintage sewing table, where we've got a little bit of gold cloth and a gold spindle there for the thread that would have been going into the jazz singer's dress.
Cool. Okay.
And then finally, let's see if I can do this with one hand. We have, of course, the club with the stage built in there at the angle, the lighting rig and curtains, which can come easily out if you want to change the show on the stage, drum kit, and then inside is the pizza restaurant there with the counter, some ingredients, and the oven.
It's the pizza, I see.
A bit challenging to see there in black, but there's a new wheel arch there inside the pizza oven. We will
try to make it more lightened. A little bit, I think you can see it, yes. Okay. And then you go outside there. How many pieces are there? Do you know it?
I'm afraid I don't know it off the top of my head, but I think it's fairly comparable to the boutique hotel, the last one. So I think it's near 3,000.
And new parts, some you mentioned, but
yeah. So we have, of course, that wheel arch I just mentioned down there. The molded bass is definitely new. That was originally for video, but they unfortunately didn't get to debut it. But we managed to save it and bring it back.
Okay, you can take it a little bit. So yeah, that's it. Better to hear you. Yeah.
Yep. And then I think on the facade here, and again, I'm sorry, I don't know if this is the first time you'll see it in a set, but we're quite happy to be able to use a few of them as this 1x2 half circle with hollow stud.
Okay. Very nice building. Yes. So yeah, the release I think will be 1st of January. That would be.
I believe so. Yeah.
You know the price?
I believe, and I'll have to double check for you, but I believe it is the $200, €200 mark.
So yeah, what was to? I think here now there's a ticket booth. Okay, where you can buy the tickets.
Yes.
So, okay, very nice. I think next question would be what was most difficult to design. As you said, there was the idea of an alley, and that was the question. But is there something you have in mind where you say, "Oh, there was that was something I had in night that followed me in the night"?
That followed me in the night. We have this. It was an interesting challenge to work out how to connect the colors being used in the buildings. From my last experience on the boutique hotel, I know people have, of course, a lot of feedback about the presentation of not only the front of the building but the sides and trying to make the colors look really clean. So it was a goal of mine to try to keep this split between the colors as clean as possible and not have them be mixing. But that meant we had a lot of places where the colors were not tied together. So as you're building down here, you'll build the pizza oven and you'll build a little bit of a texture that looks like pieces of wood that they would be used to be fueling the fire for the pizza. And out here is storage for more of those wood pieces, but the storage came about in order to provide a way to connect these two sections of building together and just make it a little bit stronger.
How difficult it is to get new parts? Who's deciding about when you need something new for the set? Is this you call something and say, I need this part, otherwise we get no jazz club? Or what's the procedure there?
So the modulars typically do not have an allocation for a new element specifically for them, and I think that's actually part of the joy of the modulars, is that some of their task is to show off what are the new elements coming in the portfolio generally, and how can we find interesting uses for them. New elements are few and far between. They're really a privilege if you, as a project, get to make them for any product. So we have to be very careful about how we use them, and the modulars have had such success actually showcasing other new parts that I think is part of the recipe for success now.
Okay, you said it's the second modular. Was the design procedure different to the first one?
Yes and no. In that every modular building is quite different, and the central question of every modular building is not just what it will look like, but what is the story or the stories happening in the building, and how does that inform the spaces, the accessories, the things that you build inside, the layout of the building, the minifigures. So all the questions that you have on one modular building are the same questions you carry over again to the modular building, but of course they'll have completely different answers now. So the experience of building one is definitely helpful, but everything changes from one to the next. So that's part of the joy and the fun is resolving and re-answering those questions, and how can we make all those answers new for our customers.
What's your story about your way to Lego?
Before I came to Lego, I was a creative and a designer for Legoland Parks. I was working on Legoland Parks. So before I got to work on actual modular buildings, I was using modular buildings as inspiration to create the scaled-up Lego facades you see in Legoland Parks. So I've been related to Lego professionally for over 15 years now, but 3 years here at Lego. And
it was a decision, or why you started at Lego?
I reached a point where I just thought I really want to be as close to the product as I can, and I had the fortune of coming on a business trip where I got to actually go inside Innovation House, which is a very rare treat, and stepping into that space and just seeing the creativity, the support that the company provides for creativity. It was sort of, it clicked in my head and say, how can I not try to work here?
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. Thank you very much. Yep. Very nice again. And yeah, we will see what the community will say. Is this something you also follow? Is this something you see, what will be on the YouTube channels and the Facebook groups and so on? Is this something you read, or you say, no, it's over and I do not want to know what the community is saying?
I do read those. I do watch videos. I don't, obviously I'm not able to say everything, but I really am interested in what fans think, what their feedback is, and we really try to take that in. So I love seeing what people think and how they rebuild things, how they fit it into their cities, where they find a place for it in their homes, what they want to see next. Helps us grow.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Then, yeah, have a nice Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
And perhaps we meet again lately when you made your third modular building.
We shall see.
We will see. Okay, thank you.